there were representatives who went to those places and they made those purchases, like fruit and candy and things like that, and brought it back to the church. So many of the people were protected in that way. So some relationships were built with people of other faiths and of other persuasions, so that the majority of the people were protected from any negative experiences that might occur. And I didn't realize that that was a method that they used to protect us until I was an adult. I was in college when I finally figured all that out. I was in college when I finally figured all that out. And I said, okay, because I remember my grandfather telling us certain things. You know, don't go over there, don't venture there, don't do this and don't do that. That was a way of protecting us from any possible negative experiences. And as it happened, my family did experience a negative experience, as my uncle, at 17 years old, was out with a friend, and they drove by a place in Harrisburg. Right now, that place is still there. And some people of a different race decided they didn't want them there. And so a fight broke out somehow, and my uncle lost his life. He was beaten so severely. My grandparents brought him to Charlotte Memorial Hospital. In those days, they weren't accepted in many places, and there weren't many hospitals. But they did bring him to Charlotte Memorial Hospital. It's known by a different name now, Atrium. It's evolved, and he left this earth from that hospital due to that experience there. And his friend never recovered, never got over the fact. And it changed my grandfather. Of all of the warnings that he did to share with us, to not go here, not do this, not do that, it still fell in our family. It still befell us, some negative experience that changed him. And I remember that very sadly, have that memory. And there were some other things that occurred. So when I think about the hub of the church, it was a way to protect us. And that was central to everything we did. Even when we couldn't go to the theaters, even though after segregation, of course, we could go, but not many people were comfortable, because there were still people there who didn't accept and didn't want that. So you just didn't willy-nilly, I'll say, go to a place. So even at the church, you know, they would bring TVs, and we would watch the movies on TVs as a group and as a family and as a church family. There would be dances at the church. You know, they would make space for the young people to have their experience, because there was a way to protect us.